And congratulations on the brand new single. We're actually going to play it on our show in just a couple of moments for the very first time. So congratulations on coming back for you.
Oh, well, thanks very much, and thanks for supporting the band. That's amazing. Thanks.
No problem at all. So, mate, tell us a little bit about this track. How did this track come into being?
Well, it's a few years old now, and I had the idea for the song floating around for quite a long time, which sometimes happens with songs. And the way I write, I'd written the whole song before I came up with the lyrics, and just searching for the right thing. And I think once that coming back for you, just that sort of worked with the chorus, and the rest of it sort of flowed from there. But it's definitely got that sort of old world country sort of Johnny Cash, that kind of train song kind of feel to it,
Yeah, and it's so damn catchy as well. Like you said that it was with you for a while. How long did it actually take for you to get it all down and then to add the lyrics to it as well?
Well, I don't know. I'd say sometimes it happens like this. It's just probably a couple of years, Some songs are really quick, and that one was just floating around for a long time. So, yeah, it's about getting it right, and however long it kind of takes. And sometimes when you put those songs sort of on the back burner, when they come back, they often, there must be something about it, because it sort of keeps coming back to you every now and then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No pun intended, because the song's called "Coming Back to You," but yeah.
And you mentioned that there's a bit of a Johnny Cash sound in there. What kind of things were inspiring you when you sat down to work on this?
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it's a funny thing with the guitar. You just put your hands in a certain place, and who knows what it is about the day. It just sort of guides you. The universe guides your hands in a certain way, and then you come up with something like a riff, and then you think, oh, that sounds pretty cool. And I kind of think of it like, sort of like oil painting, because sometimes you just do a little bit on it, and you might record that riff, and if it keeps flowing through your mind during the day, then you come up with something else, that you can add to it. So that's kind of how that's how I write songs, and I've heard other people talk about that as well. So yeah, that's kind of how the process worked for this song too. Did
you have someone in mind when you actually started to write the lyrics?
I think probably, this is one of those songs. It's probably about a pretty common theme, about someone being away from someone that they care about, and trying to make it back home however way they can, so it's more of a, universal thing. And I think with songwriting, there's always, there's a personal element to it for you, but you sort of try to write it in a way that other people, when they're listening to it, can really derive their own sense of could be about me,
Yep.
That universal kind of feeling of the song.
Now, you've got a pretty busy year ahead of you with some very exciting things happening. What's the last couple of years been like for you? Because I know it's been a very, very tough time for a lot of us. How did you spend that time, and how excited are you now that this year seems to have so much going on for you?
Yeah, we sort of got pretty lucky up here in Brisbane. There was, a few lockdowns which obviously cancelled certain things and made things a bit difficult to make plans. But, we have sort of, things have been fairly kind of normal, for the most part. But, I guess it was a good sort of time to sort of shut down and not feel like there's this monkey on your back of, I should be doing this or that, So I think we kind of got a bit of rest, which was good. And just probably, when we could, rehearsing and just preparing for what we had this album kind of completed, probably about a year ago. So just gave us a chance to make some good plans, for releasing it and doing it properly. And then, I'm doing a lot of things, just music at the moment. So this year's already been crazy busy. So for Hillsborough, we're just releasing this single, and then we're going to do another one in a few months. And then we'll have the album out by the end of the year, which we're really excited about. So we're going to try and get around the country as much as we can.
How excited are you about being able to head out there and play shows again? Because I know for a lot of places, especially here in Melbourne, because of the lockdowns, people are so excited to be able to get out and see music again. So what's that like for you, performing in front of an audience that's so hungry for music?
Oh, I mean, it's great to see that on people's faces, and you can definitely feel that vibe in the room. I've just been down to Melbourne and Sydney playing with some other people, and, we kind of forget up here in Brisbane because the shows have been going on for quite a while after COVID, but you really get that sense from people that they're really excited to have live music again. And, of course, that just sort of fills the room with this electricity, So yeah, that's very exciting for us as well. See that on people's faces.
Yeah. Now, you mentioned the album. Is this single a good representation of what we can hear on the rest of the album?
Yeah, I mean, we sort of describe ourselves as alt country or sort of outback goth is another thing that someone said. There's some real up tempo sort of numbers, and then there's some real introspective kind of slower tunes as well. But yeah, we tried to sort of keep it simple, but there's a lot of different instrumentation on the album, and we just tried to write a bunch of the best songs we possibly can, and we're really proud of the album. It's our first one, so we're really excited for people to hear it.
Now, the other thing that's kind of exciting as well is we've got a lot of listeners that listen to this show who are huge vinyl collectors, and I understand the album is coming out on vinyl as well. Is that correct?
That's right, David. It will be coming out on vinyl. It's actually at the pressing plant as we speak. There'll probably be CD copies as well. I don't know if anyone buys CDs anymore, but the vinyl will be ready, and I think we're looking at having it out in November. So yeah, keep your ears to the ground.
Now, if people want to stay in touch with what's happening with the band as well, what's the best way to reach out to you guys? Are you on all the socials and everything like that?
Yeah, of course. We have we often check our Facebook and our Instagram page. So I think Instagram is Welcome to Hillsborough, and we're pretty easy to find. And Facebook, I think it's the same, Welcome to Hillsborough.
Awesome. Well, mate, we are going to play Coming Back for you on our show for the very first time right now. So what would you like to say to all of our listeners out there before they take a listen to this amazing track for the first time?
I just want to say I hope you enjoy it, and just look us up and come and see us play. We'll see you out on the road. Thanks for the support.